What's going on, people? Hello and welcome to another video. My name's Kemal AA, and this is another Chelsea transfer news daily video for you guys, where I keep you guys up to date with all the latest Chelsea news in the past 24 hours. Before I do get into it, let me just give a quick shout out to England, because we beat Croatia 1-0 in the opening game for the Euros for England. And listen, it was a massive result, fantastic performance. Should have been more. I thought that, despite the criticism Gareth Southgate is under, the amount of pressure that he's under, immense scrutiny and pressure, he got the tactics spot on. He got the lineup spot on. I know people say, why is Trippier starting left back? He should have been Chilwell. But overall, the main important thing, the main objective was to get the 3 points and to get the result. Wembley, in front of your home fans, get revenge for the 2018 semis of the World Cup. And we did just that. That midfield from Croatia, Brozovic, Modric, Kovacic, we handled them well. We nullified their threat going forwards. We suffocated them. We gave them the pressure and the press. And we were superb. And I'm really happy, because now we've got a fantastic chance to top the group now. So England, well done. But in terms of Chelsea news, I'll be delving into Antonio Rudiger potentially not signing a new deal, snubbing a new deal to leave as a free agent. I'll be speaking about the Rafael Varane links, and of course an update on the Erling Haaland situation. But before I do get into all of it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And let's get straight into this news daily. And starting off with the Erling Haaland update. Now, according to a report, an article written by The Athletic, they're stating that Dortmund aren't interested in sending Haaland. Of course, that's nothing new. It's not new. Of course, Dortmund are going to be reluctant to sell. Of course, they're going to want to keep him for next season. But Chelsea are preparing an offer. But will it be enough to even make them consider? We have no information on the Plan B striker, but Chelsea won't give up on Plan A. The centre-back as well depends on the Kimi. Reece James looks set to be the new right centre-back in that three-to-back system for next season. Now, again, in terms of Erling Haaland, it's nothing new. We know that Dortmund are reluctant to sell. They're going to want, the most amount of money for their most prized asset. We understand that. And we're going to have to wait and see. The ball is rolling in Chelsea's court. It's rolling in Roman's court, as I've always said. If Chelsea pay up, we get Haaland. It's as simple as that. Haaland is interested in signing for Chelsea. He would like to sign for Chelsea. He's open for discussions because, of course, we're very lucrative. The lure of London, the lure of the Premier League. We're one of the best clubs in Europe. We're European champions. We're the kings of Europe. And the squad that we have, the manager, the pull power, the resources and finances. Again, Minaralo will also favour this move because, of course, it lines his pockets. Let's think about it this way from a financial and a logical perspective. If Haaland leaves next season, his release clause will kick in of 75 million euros, which is approximately 64 million pounds. An absolute bargain for a player like Erling Haaland, who's simply a generational talent. Now, because the deal is not going to be extortionate or astronomical because of the fees, as a result, Minaralo won't get the crazy amounts of agent fees. So therefore, if he was sold this summer, the rumours and the numbers that we're talking about here are 140, 150 minimum. Minaralo will get a massive payout. He'll get a massive check. So as a result, Minaralo will push for this move. Erling Haaland is interested in Chelsea. Roman will aggressively push for Haaland because he really wants him. Hence why I've got optimism. I'm actually very optimistic for this deal. Now, let's not forget the finances here is going to be crazy. We're going to be talking about ludicrous numbers here. We're talking nearly the full total package. We're talking minimum 350 million euros. Don't forget the transfer fee to Dortmund, add-ons, clauses, bonuses. Then you've got the agent fees to Minaralo. You've got the agent fees to his father as well. And then, of course, you've got his entire wage structure. And as far as I'm told, as far as what the reports are stating, the biggest stumbling block at the moment is Erling Haaland's wages. Because now what we reported is 300 to 350,000 pounds a week, which, listen, in today's football, it's not too much where we understand the value of it. It's crazy amount of numbers, but apparently it's a lot more than what's reported. So we're talking potential 400 to 400,000 pounds a week. So something absolutely astronomical here. We're talking astronomical wages, and that's the question here. That's going to completely ruin Chelsea's wage structure. And because if Haaland's on 450, when it comes to contract renewals for other star players in the team, they can use that as leverage. They can command for a lot higher in terms of wages. You likes of a Mason Mount, a Christian Pulisic, a Kai Havertz, these top players, they're going to be commanding for a lot higher wages in comparison. So for me, as I've always said, it's going to ruin a wage structure. If we can push those wages down, it's going to benefit Chelsea in the long run. But again, it's a generation talent. It really depends on how desperate Chelsea are. As I've always maintained, the ball is rolling in our court. The ball is rolling in Roman's court. The number one priority for this summer is a striker. We have to secure that striker. I'm sorry. I love Hakimi. Hakimi's world class. We can look at your Declan Rice, your Tuchel Menis from Monaco, etc. But he's the main guy. He's the number one. You have to be secure in someone like Erling Haaland. So let's wait and see what happens in terms of developments. That is the latest update on Haaland. That is the latest update. As I said, any more updates on the situation in regards to Haaland, you will be hearing it first on this channel. So make sure you hit that bell notification and subscribe. Now, moving on to some other news in regards to Rafael Varane. Now, according to a French publication and outlet, Foot Mercato, Chelsea have made Rafael Varane a priority for manager Thomas Tuchel this summer. Now, we've seen the links in the past few weeks. I've made quite a few videos on Rafael Varane in terms of my thoughts, opinions on Varane as a player, and the links. Now, the two main front-running clubs are Chelsea and Manchester United. His current contract expires next summer, so he's got 12 months remaining on his deal. So as a result, if they're going to sell him this summer, and he's not going to, renew his current contract or deal, they have no choice but to sell him. They have to sell him for a fee this summer. And they're not going to, of course, sell him for an extortionate fee because they haven't got the negotiating power. He's got 1 year left. So in 6 months, if he's still a Real Madrid player, he has the ability to contact and talk to any club he likes and sign a pre-contract outside of Spain. So for me, if Real Madrid did sell him this summer, it would be between the likes of your 40 to 50 million euros. And listen, he is a world-class defender, 26 years of age. He's entering the prime years of his career. He's won absolutely everything. He's a serial winner. He's won the World Cup. He played every single game for France in that World Cup run in 2018. He's won the Champions League 4 times for Real Madrid. He's won the La Liga twice. He's won Copa del Rey. He's won it all pretty much. So as I've always said, I've always maintained, Varane needs a new challenge. He would like to come to the Premier League, and with his experience, the fact that his mentality, he's a serial winner, he's physically very good, very tall, so in terms of aerial abilities and aerial duels, he'll be very strong. Very good ball playing centre back as well, so he can spray those balls, produce those diagonals left, right and centre. And for me, if we could get a really good price of Varane, I'll be all over this still. So let's wait and see. But if we did sign Varane, that would mean one centre back would have to leave. And that's where I'm slowly shifting over. And that is in regards to Antonio Rudiger. Reports came out yesterday from The Athletic that Rudiger could potentially be leaving as a free agent next summer. Of course, his current contract, of course, does expire in the summer of 2022. And at the moment, contract talks haven't begun. He's waiting until after the Euros to potentially sign a contract. Now, the summary from various outlets on Twitter and accounts were quite misleading. It was quite kind of clickbait. They stated that it seemed as if all contract talks broke down and that Rudiger was set to leave as a free agent. That's not the case. As I delve deeper into the article and read the article, what it's essentially saying is that Rudiger's really happy at Chelsea. He loves Thomas Tuchel. His relationship with Thomas Tuchel is superb. He loves staying at Chelsea. He's really happy here. It's just that he wants some guarantees. So, of course, he had a new son. He's got a daughter now. He's got a family in London. He's very settled. He wants guarantees over his future. Hence why he's negotiating a 4-year contract. Chelsea not offering a 4-year contract. So there is a bit of a gap there. But as I said, after the Euros, talks will resume aggressively. I'm sure they'll find a middle ground. They'll find some sort of agreement. So we'll have to wait and see in terms of that. Now, as I said, Rudiger's really happy at Chelsea. He wants to stay as a starter in a team. He's got a fantastic relationship with Thomas Tuchel. And for me, the contract is deserved. He's been simply world-class since Thomas Tuchel's entered the doors through Cobham. Ball-playing centre-back, his Hollywood passes, his aggressiveness, the fact that he puts, all these top strikers in his pockets, cough, Luis Suarez. But on a serious note, he's been superb. Again, aggressive, strong. He's got that leader mentality, the proper captain, and that hustle, grind mentality. You need that in your team. You need a dirty player. And Rudiger is one of them dirty players where they like to get their hands dirty and, take one for the team. You need players like that in your team. And Rudiger is that perfect example. And as I said, he deserves his new contract extension if, of course, he does sign it. Because, as I said, he's been simply superb. And the thing of Rudiger is he's not one of our top 10 earners, which is baffling. So when he does get that contract renewal, he needs to be earning top dollar because, he's earned it. He deserves it. And I'm sure that he will keep up these performances. Remember, he's only 28, 29 years of age. So, again, he's in the prime of his career. I think that he fully deserves his contract extension. So let's wait and see what happens in terms of elements of that. And finally, just quickly touching upon Erling Haaland once again. There was reports this morning by various Spanish publications that Erling Haaland has to press. He has to actually press Dortmund if he wants to leave for Chelsea. Because, of course, we know Dortmund are reluctant, and they're stating that the Norwegian could cost 115 million euros in payments to Dortmund and another 30 million euros to Mino Raiola and Haaland's father. And in total, the full package could be 145 million euros, but that is before the wages. And I stressed earlier in the video, the wages could be a problem because it could completely ruin Chelsea's complete entire structure in terms of wages. So let's wait and see what happens there. as I've always maintained, I believe this deal will happen. I think it will materialise. Again, we'll see updates. Do I think it's going to drag? I would say so, because of the deal being so mega. The deal has insane magnitude. It's going to take time. We're going to have to negotiate directly with Dortmund, all the agent fees, his wages, and everything. And when you do mega deals like this that takes up the entire summer, it's going to take time. So don't be surprised if you do sign him and it takes until right up to deadline day to announce him, because we're going to spend this whole summer negotiating. You got the Euros as well as a distraction. So let's just wait and see what happens. But that is me wrapping up the news daily. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.